Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm here to talk about The Walking Dead Season 10 in Michonne because I stumbled across this interview with Danai Gurira, and they asked Danai Gurira herself about her exit, which I haven't seen yet. So we're going to discuss that as well as, her role in Season 10, some stuff that Angela Kang said, and, what we can expect for her in Season 10 because Season 10 is her last season. She's going to be in a handful of episodes. But with that being said, let's talk about this interview first with the Hollywood Reporter. So when asked about her exit, this is what she said. It was something very quick and to the point, which is why I want to talk about it first. So she said, "You guys have spoken elaborately about that, and I have not, and we'll keep it that way," as Smiley Guerrero told the Hollywood Reporter when prompted to address her future as Michonne, the katana-wielding Walker Slayer rumored to rejoin missing lover Rick Grimes in the movie side of the franchise. So yeah, that was very quick and to the point, which was interesting. And I mean, we already know it's happening because of some things that Angela Kang said, and it makes sense because her movie career is picking up. But I'm excited for this. First of all, I think Danai Gurira is a great actress, so seeing her in movies and stuff is gonna be awesome. And that last part of the report, where she's rumored to rejoin, Rick in the movies. We've talked about that before. I'm very excited for that because they could do something which I think will work out for fans also. I think fans want to see that reunion, and if they send Michonne to the Rick Grimes movies, I'm sure fans are going to be happy about that. And then she also talked a little bit about the writing team and, what they're going through in season 10. And she said something interesting here also. She said, "The writing team is so awesome," Guerrero gushed. "I've had an amazing opportunity and experience working on this show for the last 7 years, and they're family to me. So I can really talk to them and really hash things out and give them ideas and thoughts." So the reason I wanted to point that out is because something similar kind of happened with Andrew Lincoln, where he's gonna have a big part in his movies. Like, obviously he hasn't even officially signed on, I think, yet. I mean, he probably will, but he has a big say in what's gonna be happening there. And I think he mentioned like some movies that could influence it. Like, I know one thing he said was this Clint Eastwood movie called Unforgiven. He said that could influence the Ray Grimes movie. So he's gonna be a very big part of his movies, which obviously makes sense. So that's why I wanted to bring it up, because I like how The Walking Dead is. With them expanding into the universe and stuff, they let these characters who have played these characters for almost a decade, have a say in what their characters do, which I think is awesome. But now I want to talk a little bit about what her role could be like in season 10, because that is all she said when they asked her about her role in season 10. So obviously, she's keeping it under wraps, which makes sense. Now we don't know exactly how many episodes she's gonna be in. They said it's gonna be a handful of episodes. I'm assuming it's gonna be the first half. Episodes throughout the first half. If it's not really, I think she's gonna be there for the Whisper War. So however long the Whisper War is, I think that's how long she's gonna be there for. Just because I don't see her leaving in the middle of the Whisper War unless unless they could do it and make it work with the Rick Grimes stuff, but I personally would like to see Michonne stay there until the Whisper War is over and then leave. Now, Angela Kang did say that season 10 is going to be focusing on her legacy, and obviously, nothing's been like officially confirmed or anything, but stuff like this kind of leads us to believe that she will be exiting in season 10, obviously. So, this is what I want to read real quick what Angela Kang said about Danai's role in season 10, and then we're going to discuss what could happen, and then you guys in the comments down below could discuss what you think could happen in season 10. So, she said, "We're hoping to treat fans to a lot of very cool meaty stories for Michonne. We have seen our character go through an evolution this year. We want to continue having her reflect on the ways to handle leadership in this world. What legacy is she going to leave behind for the other leaders and her family?" So there's our word again, legacy, which is very important, because when you have a character like Michonne, you want to give them like a lasting legacy, right? Like we saw that last season with Rick. It was Rick's final episode on the Walking Dead TV show. He's gonna be in the movies continuing the story. He may return for like the series finale. We don't know just yet. It's too early to tell. But that was his final episode of the Walking Dead TV show, and it was an amazing episode, which literally took us on a journey, going back throughout his legacy, which was amazing. And I think, that episode is they did an amazing job with that episode, and it's one of the best episodes ever on The Walking Dead. I even think it's one of the highest rated episodes of all time. So they really took their time and did a real good job with that episode, and they were successful, I think, because that was a good episode which gave Rick a lasting legacy on the TV show. So hopefully they do the same thing with Michonne, and I want to discuss what that legacy could be like. Now, looking at Michonne as a character, like, Michonne is already one of my favorite characters. You know, I really love what they do with her. Like last season, little things here and there really make her character so interesting. Like, I loved how last season, after Rick's final episode, we saw The Walking Dead did a 6-year time jump, and after all that time, Michonne is still going out looking for Rick every single day, which is awesome. And we even saw that back in season 4 when the governor, after season 3 when the governor went missing, she went out looking for the governor, which tells us that she's a very determined character. Obviously, it's totally different things with the governor and Rick. Obviously, she loves Rick and wants to find him and be with him. She was looking out for her people and going after the governor to kill the governor. So either or, she's a very determined character, which I love. And going back to the rumor thing where it said that she's rumored to be in the Rick Grimes movies, I think the reason why they're saying rumor is because AMC is obviously not going to officially announce this until after Michonne's last episode. Because why would they even announce it? That would be a big spoiler. They did do the same thing with Andrew Lincoln and Comic-Con. They didn't announce the movies though until his final, episode. So we'll see. Comic-Con is next month, so we'll see if they officially announce Michonne's exit. With Michonne's exit though, it's kind of been more like, I think with Rick, everybody was kind of freaking out because it is Rick Grimes. It's the guy we started with, so someone had to address it because that's all people were talking about all summer. People aren't talking too much about Michonne's exit. I think because of the rumors about the Rick Grimes movies, people don't really expect her to die. With the Rick stuff, like, nobody knew what was going to happen. Like, for a second, people thought Rick was going to die, which would be absolutely crazy. But it's even more crazy, I think, that they somehow saved him in a helicopter and they made these movies. I love it. So we'll see if we get some sort of similar announcement with Michonne. Probably not. I wouldn't bet on it. I think they're just going to wait for her final episode, because I do think Rick will play some sort of part in her exit, because if she's going to be in the Rick Grimes movies, obviously she needs to get some sort of indication that Rick is alive. And I think that's where that radio comes in. I still think the person behind the radio is connected with Rick, like where the helicopter people are, the CRM. Oh yeah, we have an official name for that, the CRM, because of Fear the Walking Dead. But I don't think it's the Commonwealth, just because Angela King also said to expect the unexpected with that. So I feel like everybody is kind of expecting the Commonwealth because of what happens in the comics and stuff. So I do think the person behind that radio is connected with the CRM. Or even if it's not, I still think there's some sort of Michonne has to get some sort of indication that Rick's alive for her to go after Rick. And when it comes to her lasting legacy, like right now they're gonna be in the middle of a war, a whisper war. So it's like the perfect time to have a good legacy. And I think she's gonna step up and be a real good leader during the war, which is gonna have that lasting legacy for her. Now, I don't know. They could do something where she gets injured during the Whisper War, or she tries saving, or she saves somebody's life by giving her life, but then kind of unexpectedly the same thing happens where she gets saved by the helicopter, which, I don't know, I feel like that would be way too, I feel like that would be way too repetitive, if they do that thing again where she saves somebody, and then she gets saved also, and then her and Rick just meet in the movies, just as a coincidence. I don't see that happening. I see an indication that Rick is alive and she's gonna go after Rick, but I do think she's gonna finish the Whisper War first, because that would be what a good leader would do. I don't think it would be good if she just drops everything and goes after Rick. They gave that little radio tease at the end of season 9. So I think in the beginning of season 10, if they give us the information that Rick is alive, maybe it could even tie into the end of season 5 of Fear. Who knows? Because Rick's helicopter group is in Fear right now. But anyways, going back to season 10, in the beginning of season 10, we hear that radio again, and we hear Rick's voice, or we hear somebody say that Rick is alive. But Michonne can't leave yet because the Whispers attack. So she's stuck here now, fighting the Whispers when she knows, Rick is alive out there. That way, she leads her people against the Whispers, and they fight back, and they beat the Whispers. And after the Whisper War, she goes and gets Rick. How awesome would that be? I think that's like the perfect way to, leave a stamp of her legacy behind. You know, it will set an amazing example for her kids. You know, Judith would see her mother being a great leader. And I hope they do something like that. Now, when it comes to her kids, it's also a big discussion as to whether or not she's gonna take the kids or leave the kids. You guys let me know in the comments down below. What do you think it is? I think she's gonna leave the kids behind because she has people there who she can trust, like Daryl and Carol and them. And the fact that they just recasted Judith, I don't think you're gonna want to, you know, take her off the show also. So I think she's gonna stay behind with Carol and Daryl. You guys let me know in the comments down below. What do you think is gonna happen? But that's what I see for Michonne happening in season 10. That's how I see her legacy, you know, being left on The Walking Dead. You guys let me know in the comments down below. What do you think Michonne's arc is gonna be like in season 10? I am gonna wrap it up there for this video. I just want to share this information because I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard that much news about Danai Gurira and her leaving, and somebody asked her, which is pretty interesting. So she's being very quiet about it. It might be something big. So we'll see if they announce anything in Comic-Con. Comic-Con is only about a month away, so we should start getting a lot of good news. So if you are a fan of The Walking Dead, hit that subscribe button. But like I said, I am gonna wrap it up there. I'm interested to hear your thoughts and opinions, so be sure to leave them in the comments down below. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating. And for more Walking Dead content like this, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys later.